Okay guys, so we've had a little bit of changes to the backyard since the last video, and we've also had some changes to the garage as well, so I thought I'd show those to you all in one video and give you some updates, alright? So let's get to it. Not much has changed with the cabana foundation. Looks like they left a couple of their tools here, but they kept them unplugged, so that was smart. So not much has changed over there, but if we go over here, you can see that they built up more of that wall I was talking about and kind of cleaned up the dirt a little bit. The height of this border, I guess you should say, is roughly what the height of the what the patio itself is going to be. So as you can see, it's going to be a little bit higher up, and then on this part of the wall right here, we're considering putting steps, just so you know that you can go from the patio to the grass area, because this is going to be all grass eventually. You can go from here down to the grass area if you want, and you know, just more freedom to move around. You don't feel so contained, I guess you could say. And over here, they put on the extra step, finally, for the for this side of the stoop over here. They just had one initially because I think they weren't too sure about how the grading or height was going to be, but we got it all figured out now, so they added the second step. So this is all done here now. Let's see. So, yeah, up to here is where it's going to be roughly. What's going to be beyond it, I don't know yet. I don't know if it's going to be glass, if it's going to be some kind of stone wall or something. I'm not sure. So there'll be something there eventually to go there. But, yeah, they did it really well. And, like, you know, as they were working on it, they also, what do you call it? They also did leveling and everything to make sure that it was all level. So it's very, very good and coming out great there. For the fire pit or fire table, whatever, you can see they started putting it all together right here. They made this concrete foundation of sorts, as you can see. And remember the trench for the gas line, that's right here. So if you go along here, the gas pipe is going to be somewhere in between those two cuts that they made. So the gas pipe will be there somewhere, and they just started putting up the cinder blocks, as you can see, to get that going. And yeah, coming out pretty good so far. And over here, they started doing more in this corner. That's where the hot tub is going to go. They built the concrete foundation for that because my parents ordered it recently, and we got all the dimensions and everything, so they measured it accordingly, and they got it exactly where it has to be. So they built that since last time. Let me see if I go over here, get you a little better shot. Okay. Yep, so hot tub going to be there. And then that area where they built up more of the cinder blocks, as you can see, they since changed that. That was just like that for the longest time, but they started building up there finally. Yeah, so like I said, up there is where there's going to be the other wall. And this area between the hot tub and the wall is going to be like a lounging / sitting area, I guess you could say, because, like, you know, the hot tub's going to be up a little bit, not all the way down there, obviously. So it's going to be up somewhere around here. I don't know the exact measurements yet, but and then once that's up there, they'll build up the sitting area. You can see where the border is for the sitting area right here, and the same over here as well. Yeah, right there. See that? So I guess they're making the wall in there for now because of the lounging area. But yeah, that's where this is going to go. Should be pretty cool when that happens. I'm not quite sure what these pipes are for. Maybe for like measuring or something. And give me another shot of that, just so I don't move around so fast. Okay, so yeah, that'll be exciting when that goes there. And here's all the more cinder blocks that they delivered. I don't think anything has changed with. Oh yeah, over here now you can see that was like that originally, but now you can see how the one on the other side matches up with that one. And yeah, I don't think any changes were made here. So this is still pretty much the same as it was last time. And you got, like I said, there's all the cinder blocks they delivered, and I'm sure they're going to bring more eventually. But yeah, I mean, some progress since last time. Now that I know where everything's actually going because of the foundations, it helps it out a little bit, so you get a better idea of what's going to be going on here. I don't think there's anything special within the lounging area itself. Let me just take a look at that. This should be hard by now, I think, right? Oh yeah, nice and solid by now. It's been a couple of days since they put it down, so. Yep. Pretty fancy, I guess. They really smoothed it out nicely. They did a great job with that. Basically, what they did was they put a lot of rocks in there for extra support. They surrounded this area with I think 2x8s, and then they just put all the concrete in that section where the wood was. Let it get a little bit harder. Then they removed the wood, and here it is. That's basically how they did it. It was a very good setup there. Okay, and I think that's about it for out here. Yeah, I guess so. You have the basic idea right now. So it's coming along. Okay, now let's head to the garage, because I said I have a couple of updates for there. I guess not really a couple, but a good one is that all the shelving that I was talking about is finally up, and we put a lot of stuff away, so it's going to look really good. So we'll head over there right now. Let's see. Okay. And we'll probably go in through the right-hand door, I guess. Let me just put the code in here. Give me a second. There we go. I'm sure some of you like to see the door go up. And you can already see some of the shelving that's in there. So, as you can see, here's a lot of the shelving. It's white in color, but it's not so bare in here anymore, which is really nice. You can see we have some things up. We still got to get some more stuff. There's the pegboards. You can see we have to get some more stuff on there, but this is already a big progress from last time. There's all the shovels. That dog kennel, you can just ignore that. That isn't ours. Just my brother and sister-in-law went away for a few days, and they put their dog somewhere, and she just asked if we could hold on to that for now, and I was like, yeah, no problem. And one of the things I did was I lined the shelves with some shelf liner, as you can see. I did these, and these. I didn't do the top ones yet because I ran out. But basically, any strips that I cut, I saved them and I used them over in things like this. So I got the best use out of them. Didn't like unnecessarily throw out the liner. And yeah, it's really looking really great. Like I said, eventually the shelves up there, I'll put some liner on. But I mean, yeah, just they did this around the garbage and recycling bins. Just some water down there. This is like a little sitting area where, like, you know, when you're here during the winter, you can, like, you know, take off your boots or snow boots if you have to. And those shelves have liner. The bottom ones have liner, but those two top ones don't. Those two top shelves have liner, but this one doesn't. I'll have to get to that. But it just looks so nice in here. Like I said, not so blank anymore. And we got a ton of stuff on those shelves too, and I also put liner on there as well. There's like gardening stuff and everything, so really came out great. The fire extinguisher, that just made it when the shelving went up. The hook is exactly where it originally was, and it just makes it. You can pull out the fire extinguisher, should you ever have to, very easily with no like restrictions whatsoever, and it comes out great. And so we put some lights up there. These are outdoor lights, old tennis rackets, and eventually we'll have more stuff on the shelves here once we figure stuff out. The shovels may stay there, I don't know yet, but that's where they are for the time being. But you can see we opened up a lot of space on the floor finally. And go around the cars here. Over there is just some, you know, road salt for the winter. And yes, we finally got the 10-foot ladder from the Long Island house. That's really come in handy, so I'm glad we have that now. Very happy about that. And we also got some, you know, stone, water-resistant stuff. I'm already forgetting the name. Stroller for my nieces. Some other stuff here, just some chairs, things like that. We'll eventually get the ladder hung up on the wall. We're just keeping it here for the time being. We'll just have to find, you know, a stud, bolt in the hangers for the ladder, and just put the ladder on, and it'll all be good. But for now, it's doing just fine. And yeah, we're eventually going to replace the mailbox. That's why we got some stuff over there as well, as you can see. And here's the sprinkler control panel, still right where it is, nice and accessible. So very happy about that. I was like, you're going to keep this, you're not going to enclose this or anything, right? It's like, no, we're going to keep it exactly as is when they put the shelving in. And they did, so I'm very happy about that. Very glad that that came out all nice and well. And again, just all the things, all the shelving here, and just awesome to have it up finally. Really nice. Okay guys, and that's basically all your updates for now. So far, things have really progressed in this house and in the backyard as well. And the garage especially is looking really great, and very happy about that. So as time goes on, we'll get some more things on the shelves as well. But for now, it's really cleaned up the space, and it looks great in here. All right, so thank you very much for watching, and take care.